Hey Mark,
Hey,
how's the bathroom?
good. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Hey, I got a question for you. You're a plumber, right?
Yeah, so what?
So I've got a toilet upstairs, I've got a toilet downstairs, and for whatever reason, it seems like the flush factor on the toilet downstairs, there's a lot more pressure there than there is upstairs. Is this a flow issue, do you think? Like, do I have some flow through pipe issues going on in the place?
It could be a flow issue. It's hard to say. I'd have to take a look at the piping and how it's all laid out. But I have this idea. You're getting to more towards like, let's just say you fill a pipe up with water and it's going like 5 feet per second. The flow through a pipe, those kind of characteristics. Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Yeah, it's 100% what I'm getting at. I totally don't get that. So is there any way you could explain it a little better?
Yeah, you know what? I got an idea. Let's head up to my truck.
Okay. Why do you have that pipe there?
Well, you kind of asked about flow and area, and your toilets weren't flushing too well on the top and the bottom. Now, it doesn't really relate to that, but the pipe is going to help us understand flow, area, and how all those things go together. All right, so the idea is with the pipe is this. This pipe is, actually, I don't know how long it is. Do you have a tape measure by chance?
Oh, why, yes, I do, Mark.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at that. It's 40 inches. So that's about 3 feet, 4 inches. We're talking 3 1/3 feet. Let's go with that. Okay. So the idea is this. Let's just say we have water running at 3 feet, 4 inches per second, or 3 1/3 feet per second. The idea becomes, can we start to calculate how much volume is going at a particular time based on the size of the pipe, kind of thing. Think about a river. A river flows at so many feet per second. What's the volume? Well, you need a couple things. First, you need that speed, and then you need the area of the pipe itself to calculate this whole thing. And let me show you with an equation here. All right, so you just saw that piece of pipe, 3 feet, 4 inches long. And what we're going to talk about today is how flow relates to area. Or let's flip that around, how area relates to flow. So maybe what we want to do first is remind you guys how to calculate area. Now there's two formulas we've talked about in the book. We've gone through them. One is area equals, actually remember this, diameter squared times 0.7854. And the other one is area equals pi r squared. Okay, so now let's talk about the area of the pipe, or like one slice of the pipe. Area equals d squared times 0.7854. So area is going to equal 3 squared times 0.7854, which is going to equal, all right, perfect. So now we have area under our belt. Okay, so we have area, like one slice of the pipe, we got that. We know the number there if we want to throw it up on the screen again. Now what we got to figure out is volume. So the volume is going to be V equals d squared times 0.7854 times height. Or in this case, it's going to be the length of the pipe, which in the end was 3 feet, 4 inches. So if we put all that together, we end up with, and that is your volume. Okay, so how does flow equate to, hey, come here. You're going a little fast. I got a lot to say in this one. How does flow equate to volume and area? Well, the idea is this. The pipe was 3 feet, 4 inches long, right? Pretend water is moving at 3 feet, 4 inches per second, or 3 feet, 4 inches per minute. We calculated the volume. Basically, what we could be calculating is flow through a pipe. Makes sense, right? So all of these variables come together. This is how flow and area equate. But we do have one more thing I want to talk about, but that'll be next. Okay, so let's now equate flow and area. If you double the area, let's just stop for a sec, think about this. If you double the area, what you end up doing is doubling the flow rate. Now, let's take the diameter. Let's just say you double the diameter. Well, area equals d squared times 0.7854. So if you double the diameter, you quadruple the area. What do you do to the flow rate? You quadruple the area, you quadruple the flow rate. That's how area and flow all work together.
Yeah, that actually totally makes sense, Mark. It's all about like the length of that pipe, the diameter of the pipe, and if you're changing the length of diameter, it's not directly proportional. It's got some sort of, not inverse, but it's more than because of that square. So I'm totally picking up on it. I've actually learned quite a bit. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take that knowledge and get rid of it by going to here. The more you know.